Hey all, today we're making homemade fresh pasta. Today's pasta shape, fettuccine noodles. And we're not going to do it the old-time traditional way, which can be time-consuming, tiring, and really messy. So instead, we're going to make our pasta dough in a food processor. This will take you a total of just about 2 minutes. Add equal amounts of all-purpose and semolina flour to a bowl, or you can just use one or the other. Add room temperature eggs to the food processor along with a dash of salt and a tad bit of extra virgin olive oil. Pulse several times to combine and liquefy. Add your flour to the eggs, set your processor on low, run about 45 seconds to a minute until a ball starts to form. Check it. If it's sticky like you see here, that's telling you need to add a little bit more flour. Continue doing this until a ball forms and the outer texture is not very sticky at all. Then flour your work surface, flour your dough ball, and then knead and fold over several times for 1 or 2 minutes until a smooth textured ball forms like you see here. Cover with plastic wrap, let set at room temperature for 30 minutes. Then cut into quarters. Use your hands to flatten as much as possible, then flour both sides. Set your pasta machine on the widest setting to start with. You'll also want to flour the rollers so your pasta don't stick. Run your pasta through several times on that setting. You can fold over the ends for a more evenly sheet of dough. Then run it through several more times. Change your setting 1 or 2 notches down. Continue to run your pasta through several times on each setting. You'll notice that it gets longer and thinner as you go down the scale. Set your dial again to the lowest setting or the next to the lowest setting and run your pasta dough through that several times. A good rule is if you can see your outline of your finger through that, you're ready to go. Lay out your pasta sheets, and since they're so long, cut them in half. That way your fettuccine noodles won't be so long. Flour both sides. Then we're ready to cut our pasta. Flour the fettuccine cutter and run your sheets of dough through there, creating fettuccine shapes like you see here. Lay them out, hit them with a little flour and toss so that they don't stick together. Form into nests. Heavily salt some boiling water, then drop your fettuccine in there and cook. About 30 to 90 seconds, that's all it takes. It'll float to the top. When it's ready, then you can proceed with whichever fettuccine dish that you are making. And that's how you make fresh, homemade fettuccine pasta. Thanks so much for stopping by. Leave a comment. I'll answer every one of you. But until next time, as always, bye-bye, y'all.